Let's get a snake for our snake movie.
So Hollywood just dropped the news that a new Anaconda film is coming in 2025. And believe me, for a very specific reason, this might be one of the most unexpected movie announcements of the entire year. That's right. The giant snake franchise that we all remember from the 90s is slithering its way back to the big screen. But hold on, because this is not just another nostalgia.
Want to catch an
reboot.
anaconda?
Nope.
We'll need the
This
perfect.
new film has a massive, massive twist that I don't think anyone saw coming. Okay, let's get into it. So at first glance, you'd be forgiven for thinking, oh great, another Hollywood remake. And honestly, that's exactly what it looked like. I mean, to really get the initial reaction, you have to look at the franchise's history. It all kicked off with that 1997 cult classic starring J-Lo and Ice Cube. Then came a theatrical sequel, a couple of, let's say, less than classic direct-to-video entries, and even that
Someone
bonkers
with
crossover
speed.
with Lake Placid. It's a pretty standard creature feature series, right? So when the news hit that a new movie was coming for Christmas 2025, and that it would star comedy legends Jack Black and Paul Rudd, well, the assumption was obvious. This has got to be just another reboot, trying to bank on 90s.
In good hands.
The hell are you talking?
This has got to be just another reboot, trying to bank on 90s nostalgia with the funny twist. But then, the trailer dropped. And that trailer brings us right here to the meta movie twist. This is where everything we thought we knew got completely flipped on its head. So you're probably asking, what is this movie really about then? It's definitely not just a simple horror comedy about a
No hesitation, no fear.
giant snake. Okay, check this out. The 1997 film, straightforward horror movie. A film crew gets hunted by a snake. Simple. This new movie, it's about two best friends who try to remake that exact movie and then end up getting hunted by a real giant anaconda. It's a movie about making a movie that goes horribly, horribly wrong. And the audience reaction was, understandably, a total roller coaster of, wait, what? And then, oh, wow. This one Reddit user, Acrylics91, just summed it up perfectly. It was what they thought, but in a way they never ever could have imagined.
You need someone who runs towards the threat.
That's the surprise of the trailer in a nutshell. Now, this wild movie within a movie idea immediately made fans think of another classic film that played in the same sandbox. Yep, almost immediately, people on forums like GameFAQs started making the connection, feeling a bit of Tropic Thunder vibes. And when you look at the plot, you can totally see why. See, both of these movies fall into this really cool genre called meta-comedy. If you're not
Run away! He's right behind you!
not familiar, it's basically a style where the film knows it's a film. It's self-aware, it winks at the audience, and it makes jokes about its own genre, or about the whole crazy process of filmmaking itself. So here's the breakdown of how it all goes down. You've got Jack Black and Paul Rudd as these two buddies who, in the middle of a midlife crisis, decide to finally chase their dream of remaking Anaconda. Problem is, their dream hits a wall when they can only raise like $9,000. So what do? They go full indie style, drag a small crew to the Amazon, and, well, that's when their
In theaters, Christmas. Rated PG-13.
chaotic little film set turns into a real-life fight for survival. And the director, Tom Gormican, he seems like the absolute perfect guy for this job. I mean, he's got a proven track record here. He just directed The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, you know, the meta-comedy where Nicolas Cage literally plays Nicolas Cage. The man knows this territory. Okay, so as you can probably imagine, a premise this wild has split the fan base right down the middle. The audience is divided. On one side, you have the people who are just immediately on board. One Reddit user put it about as simply as you can. Fuck it, I'm in. For them, you put Jack Black and Paul Rudd in a crazy concept like this, and it's an
I don't want to wait, man.
instant yes. Then you've got the more cautious crowd. As one person on GameFAQs pointed out, horror comedy is so tricky to pull off, so we'll see. And they're right. It's a really tough balance to get the scares and the laughs just right without one ruining the other. And of course, you've got the purists. The diehard fans of the original straight-up horror vibe were not pleased. Some comments were as blunt as, "This looks fucking awful." They wanted a serious monster movie, not a self-aware comedy. But you know, there's one thing that seems to unite a lot of these different groups. the hope
Doug, what are you talking about?
Let's do it. Let's reboot Anaconda.
for cameos. People are just dying to see some of the original stars pop up. Can you imagine Jennifer Lopez or Ice Cube showing up? Or, oh my gosh, Jon Voight reprising his legendary over-the-top character? That would be amazing.
So finally, let's zoom out. What does a movie like this mean for the bigger picture? What is the future of reboots in Hollywood?
You see, this isn't just a gimmick. This could represent a whole new way to deal with Hollywood's remake obsession. Instead of just telling the same story again, this film is commenting on the original's legacy and the whole idea of rebooting a franchise. It's a clever way for a studio to tap into our nostalgia while also kind of making
Yes.
Wait,
What?
fun of it at the same time. Which really just leaves us with one big question to think about. Is this a brilliant, clever new trend for bringing back old movies? Or is this just a cinematic snake
this is gonna be the adventure of a lifetime.
doing its own tale? I guess we'll all find out this Christmas.